afternoon and welcome to Luna Today. Somebody forgot to turn on the aircon in the studio before we did the show because when you switch it on after, it makes noise. Now I'm putting on something that is too warm for myself, but it's okay. A man knows no weather. Just like in Zambia, a man needs to know no economy because a lot of things are put on our backs and we have to run with it every day. Whether it's going to that 8 to 5 job, I know everyone says 9 to 5, but whoever gets to work at 9 in Zambia anyway. It's 8 to 5 job that you have. Is it paying the bills? Recently we had a classification of who is poor and who has money. So if you're getting paid 1,200 kwacha, you're part of the ultra poor in our country. That's what it is. It's not a nice bracket to be in, but it's there and it has to be addressed. And then if you're getting paid 1,300 and above, all the way up to 3,000 kwacha, you're considered the working poor. And if you're getting paid between 5,000 and 15,000, you're called the middle class. And then if you're getting paid 15,000 to about 50,000, you're called the upper middle class. And if you're getting paid 50,000 kwacha and above, you're called I think it's called the comfortable. Yeah, you have some money. And then if you're getting paid above 150,000 kwacha, you're considered rich in our country. So I don't know if that applies to other countries, especially with how the kwacha is faring. If you had to turn your salary into dollar, that's when you know how long you would survive in the streets of New York, in the streets of London, in the streets of Kenya, or the streets of TZ. Which one will work for you? So today we're talking about numbers. A lot of times these things are thrown at us. You know, what's the GDP? What's the GDP? And they tell you the GDP is now a certain amount, you know, like 33 billion kwacha is the GDP. Or they give you like, they say inflation is down by to 9.4%. And they also say that the bank rate is 13.5%. What does that actually mean to you? Is it just a bunch of gibberish that you've been hearing all your life that you've never questioned or what it means? Well, the economy is sounding like a hit song these days when it comes to Zambia performing. They talked about Zambia being the best performing economy, one of the best performing economies in the world, and the currency in the last few weeks was the best performing currency as well. Right now, the Zambian kwacha is about 18 kwacha to a dollar. When it just a few months ago, it was at 28 kwacha to a dollar. What does this mean? How come you're not feeling it? Today in the studio, we have the visionary for Let's Talk Economics, Mr. Kapila Kavenuke. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Kavenuke.
Kavenuke.
Yes. Oh, cool, man. I'm putting an accent on it. Kavenuke.
If you want it to sound that way, you sound like you sound like a Msungu from somewhere, but
Kavenuke.
Kavenuke.
All right. Can I just call you Kapila then?
Please.
How you doing, man? You good?
Good.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so I mean, a lot of things have been talked about in our country, a lot of strides, and even when Zambia defaulted, was it like 2019?
Yeah, towards the
2000 towards COVID, right?
Yeah, towards COVID, towards the
Ghana was
elections.
one of the countries as well. They said they defaulted.
Yes.
Everyone's like, oh, they defaulted. But what is defaulting? What did they get for them to default? And what did it actually mean? I think the grassroots didn't really think about it.
Yeah. It's not good. Still, when you default, it's like you owe me, or rather I owe you.
Yeah.
So then I've been paying so far. They gave me 10 kwacha. I've been paying 15 ngwe when I get it. And the interest I'm supposed to pay, maybe the total fee is around 20 kwacha.
Yeah.
Usually that's how those loans work. They are not small loans.
Yeah,
they are not filimba. Those are serious loans.
You have to pay back.
Like you have to pay back with the interest, and the interest is not a joke. See, if it can even be 90%. I gave you 1 billion, you give me 3 billion. Yes, they are that extreme because you pay over a time period of even 15, 20 years. Some of the loans that the counters got, they are still incorporated in those. So you can imagine how serious it is.
Yeah, it pretty is. Okay, so
when you default, you have to think about it. This is not an individual. Can I talk about entertainment? There was a time 50 Cent was getting scandals.
Yeah.
What did he claim?
Bankruptcy.
How did that affect him? That was his lawyer's move. He told he just claimed bankruptcy. It's not like, see, 50 has never been.
He wasn't broke.
He wasn't broke. He could pay those scandals off, but he said, I don't want to. Help me, what do I do? They just said, it will embarrass you a bit.
As a rapper?
As a rapper, but claim bankruptcy. And he did. BBC, CNN were blowing up.
I was shocked when I heard that. I was like,
I was in school. I was studying this stuff, so I knew that was a financial.
It was a boss move.
It was a boss move. This is Mr. Beef we are talking
but
about.
But is that fair? Like, if you owe me money, if you owe me money and I've been pushing you for that money, then you say, you know what? I'm broke. I can't pay you. I've been legally certified as bankrupt.
Yes, apparently it's legal. It works, but it doesn't end there. A policeman cannot lock you up. A policeman will lock you up for stealing a chicken, provided there's evidence. Or will lock you up. If no evidence is given, you're released. Then, financial crimes, especially non-payment of debt, comes in the view that you cannot arrest the person that owes you. How will they pay you? Yeah. So what they sit down with you sit down. The policeman is just a middleman now with witnesses like, who was there when this debt was so and so, bring them. Can all of you now say, how are you going to pay this man? Yeah. So put up a payment plan. When a payment plan is put, each one goes
So
there.
it relaxes how much pressure you have by filing for bankruptcy. Not that you're never going to pay back the money, but you're going to pay it back in a more comfortable way.
Yes, so it's just a relief, stress relief.
Okay, then I'm bankrupt then again. Which one's my camera? Is my camera? I'm bankrupt. Please, stop calling me. I'm going to file for bankruptcy. All right, so today the kwacha is trading at 18 kwacha, 13 gwe. And it's been doing so for the last like 2-3 weeks. 2-3 weeks. Yes. 2-3 weeks.
Some good stability, I call it.
But today I went to buy breakfast, and my breakfast is still the same price. Nothing has changed.
Nothing will change.
Why is that?
You see, Steve, you and me have come a long way. I want to say this. There was a time I mentioned in a previous interview somewhere that the value of the dollar, people should not really take this to heart. Why am I saying that? This is a more macro issue. It's not micro. I'll come to those. Macro meaning it's a larger aspect. The dollar is a big animal. It controls the economy, how you trade with other economies. It doesn't control the prices of Finkubara in the streets, in your street. No, it doesn't. What determines the price of Finkubara, first of all, is the demand and supply of Finkubara. Are Finkubara available right now? They are not. So if you find somebody selling it, they're going to hammer you even Kambarefe, they will tell you 50 kwacha. Yeah. But there's a season where they're all over. So, even just the back door, you go and say, give me some, they'll even give you some.
But I mean, so let's talk about the goods that are actually imported.
Yes, so those now, that's where the dollar now matters. So dollar is more big issue because it's the global currency that we, under the charter of the World Trade Organizations and so forth, that's the currency that we as countries trade in. Yeah. So if I want to trade with somebody from China, from wherever, I need to change my money to dollar, they will accept dollar. But now countries, this is thanks to Russia, countries are being defiant now. Like, why do I need to get the dollar?
Yeah, but my question is, the kwacha has appreciated.
Why your breakfast?
Why is my breakfast still the same price?
It's because
why is my baked beans? I love my baked beans. Yes. Why is my baked beans price not going down in this period?
Let me tell you something about business. That baked beans you got was not produced when the dollar was. It was probably produced when the dollar was at 30 kwacha or 28 kwacha. So it doesn't really work in the short run like that. It works in the long run. Economic periods, we have what we call short run and long run. Short run is this period where only one variable is fixed. This variable in this case is the dollar. Yeah. But other variables can be allowed to change.
But would you say that when the dollar is 35 kwacha to if the kwacha is 35 kwacha to a dollar, that people increase prices overnight?
No, they won't do that. They can't.
I mean, you're a businessman. You also do a shop. Yeah. But I mean, if people
We take
see,
advantage of that
yeah, if
scenario.
people see. I mean, we see this with
Yes,
fuel happen all the time.
Yes, fuel does that.
Like,
Because fuel, we don't produce fuel, we get it from abroad.
Yes,
So
and then when there's
the price at which those guys get their fuel increases drastically.
Yes.
Imagine today we wake up tomorrow, dollar is 100 kwacha.
Yeah.
People will collapse, others will celebrate. So it's a cry a wolf situation. Others, they'll be like,
I'm paraphrasing this though.
Yes.
I mean, the finance minister
Yes.
recently said,
yeah.
even though the dollar could go lower, we are really trying to make sure that it does not.
Yes, it's dangerous.
Because it's dangerous. Because if we actually woke up today and the kwacha was $1 to
one kwacha.
I mean, the dollar was $1 to the kwacha.
Yeah.
Everything would go crazy. Like an example he gave is like if you get 20,000 kwacha as your salary, that means it would be equal to 20,000 US dollars.
Imagine.
And even in developed countries, great big countries, 20,000 US dollars a month
of money.
is a lot of money.
Yes.
So I mean, in that type of scenario, where the government, the economy is led to do that, like okay, let's make the one kwacha to $1.
Yeah.
What would happen to us? What is the scenario that would happen?
One kwacha to $1.
Yes.
1 to 1.
1 to 1.
That's the way we started.
Isn't that what we want? Isn't that what everyone?
I wouldn't advise.
A layman like
I wouldn't
myself is like,
yes.
the kwacha is strong. Let's go.
I would strongly advise against that. Dollar, what matters is stability, and this stability should not be a 2-week thing. Should not be a 3-week thing. Should not be a 1-month thing. We are celebrating the 18. It has been in last month, December. It was 19.
Yeah.
Towards 20. Now it's in 18. Imagine, come what may, towards May it goes to 15. Wow, that would be good for people importing and stuff. Because now, if I have $100, I'm like, I can get things worth how much? A lot. Before when it was 20, it was $5. Towards $5. Now,
yeah, but what happens? What happens when it goes to one kwacha?
if it goes to one kwacha,
What changes?
first of all,
What type of life are we living?
First of all, it cannot go that far.
No, we're saying it has.
It has.
Let's say it has. Hypothetically, it has gone. Steve, who used to get 20 pin is now 20 pin kwacha is now getting paid 20,000 US dollars. I can buy myself a
vehicle.
quick, fast.
Just go to the showroom across. They're like, how much?
Yeah.
5,000.
Give it to me. Yeah. $5,000 here.
The thing is that would probably take
Would that collapse the economy?
Yes and no. Collapsing the economy, it's the institution that suffers is the Bank of Zambia right next door here. That's the one that suffers. Because those guys are supposed to keep these things in check. When you say you value yourself against $1, economists consider $1, what are you able to buy in it? If I go with $1, which is now 18 kwacha on street, can I eat a meal? Even kuliba, those ladies who just cook per my street. Can I? Honestly, can you get a meal?
No, you can't.
You can't. Now imagine it goes to 1 to 1. And yet in America, $1 can get you some sort of a meal. You can get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, you can have a whole lunch.
Here, I was getting coffee one time at a restaurant I will not mention. I wanted coffee, it was cold. I was like, you guys, I need a hot beverage. We have tea, we have... how much? I was like, 100. I'm like, 100 kwacha. What is in that tea? I had to ask them because I was valuing the coffee, the sugar. Sorry, I usually weigh these things out.
Of course you do.
Yes. There's a reason why a vehicle of a certain caliber will cost more than another. It's because of a lot of logistics that are used to manufacture that item.
Yeah.
So, of course, location-wise also matters. A lot of things determine price. This is a discussion for another day. Today, we are the $1 to $1 scenario. So, you see what I'm saying? It's the bread basket. We call it the bread basket. What can you buy in the dollar? So, in America, somebody can survive with $5 in a day. Like, hustling. Forget about...
I can survive with $5.
You can. Because you get a burger. You
get
a burger.
very well.
Yes, you love shawarma. You get a shawarma for maybe 70 cents. A quick one, a taco. This is New York. You said New York. You mentioned New York earlier. You get $1. New York, eating in a restaurant is expensive. There are food trucks all over. All over is food trucks. People eat from food trucks. You're going home, you grab a taco, grab a burger. That's your meal, you go and sleep.
So how is it impossible though?
How is it impossible?
For that to happen? What would
It's because our bread basket won't allow it. Still the prices no, the economy will collapse. We'll become another. It will either be like a Japan scenario. Japan, they had a recession. Like their prices kept going down. It was not good for them. So in economics, so in the world of economy, the global economy, the macro economy.
So we wouldn't need the dollar then.
Yes, we wouldn't need the dollar now.
So the dollar would be useless to Zambia.
It would be useless because, like I said, what are you buying in that dollar equivalent? Your friends in New York are surviving with $5. Are you surviving with 5 kwacha in a day? It's not possible. So that's why it's hypothetical, but it can't happen.
Okay, so what is your quickest explanation of what exchange rate is? That anyone who's listening right now can
So
because people know that but they absolutely have no idea what it means for them.
So exchange rate, simple definition, layman, is you are trying to trade with somebody who has potatoes and you have bananas. Let's go to the barter system. So you look for a formula of which I can convert those bananas.
The value of those bananas.
Of 4 bananas is equivalent maybe to 6 potatoes.
Okay.
So that's already an exchange rate. Like, boy, you know what I'm a banana? Okay. 3 bananas, give me 5 potatoes. That's already your exchange rate.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's basically our monies
and currencies. Yes.
How
you value with your neighbor or foreign currency.
So the better the economy for another country.
Yes.
But isn't it unfair the fact that the dollar is the most common currency used?
Yeah.
But when you go on the exchange rate and you see there are stronger currencies like the euro stronger,
yes.
And
British pound.
the British pound is stronger.
There's the Saudi Arabian currency. It's one of the world's strongest.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, why aren't they as prominent as the US dollar?
Like I said, these are charters that are signed when those guys meet at the World Trade Summits in America already. There was something called the gold standard. Before, countries used to value their currency
with gold,
to back up with gold. Then it crashed. It was working. America was buying gold everywhere, left and right. Then for you see, mentioned Fort Knox, you're all versed in that. It happened. It crashed. They needed a new system. So when you back up your currency to something, make sure you have enough of it. There's a reason why countries like Namibia, Congo can back up their currency with their diamond reserves. But
do you think are there countries that don't back up? I hear we back up our currency with gold as well.
Yes, we do, because.
Do you think there are countries that don't back up?
Yes, they're probably there. If they don't have.
And if they don't have.
Yeah, you can't force it.
So how's the?
So just let your currency. There's something we call floating exchange rate.
Yeah.
Let it be determined by how you trade with other countries. So find your strength. If your strength is planting kandoro, plant that kandoro so much that you are supplying the whole Africa. You see what I mean, eh?
Okay, let's talk about inflation now. I mean, the term inflation is thrown around so much.
Yeah, there's inflation.
What is inflation? Now, right now we're on single-digit inflation. Yeah. I hear inflation was like 22.
It was bad.
Now, 25.
Yes. And
now it's single-digit inflation. It's 9.4%. Yeah. What is that? What is inflation?
So inflation basically is overall price increase. We measure that percentage over time, certain period of time. And usually it's a year. But nowadays, statistics measure even weekly, monthly, and so forth. So you wake up, Steve, today, you complained about the price of your breakfast. You go tomorrow, you find the price is now from 20 kwacha that you used, it's now 23 kwacha.
That's the Zambian life.
That's the Zambian life. Bread. Come on, let's go.
Bread used to be 5 kwacha.
When we were in secondary school, how much was bread?
27 kwacha.
Yes, it's 27. It's 30 kwacha roughly.
Yeah.
So that's inflation.
And when it was 5 kwacha, we're like, we can afford this.
Yes.
Then overnight it jumped from 5 kwacha to 10 kwacha. I remember that very vividly. I was like, wow.
That's like 100%.
100% increment.
Yes.
And
so the inflation there was 100% for the bread. Okay. But now they average it out. They don't just consider bread or what. So the Bank of Zambia, these guys are statistics takers. They control the statistics. Not control, sorry for that term. They...
Regulate?
No, I don't. Yes, they regulate when there is need to regulate. Inflation is not a bad scenario. It's good. But it has to be controlled. If it's 2 to 3%, single digit is good. Double digit is not good.
There was a time
Zimbabwe is hyper. Like,
hyperinflation.
Yeah, that's hyper. That's why they even created the term hyper. inflation for their scenario.
What was Zimbabwe's inflation? What was so hyper about it? I mean, if ours is 9.4, how would theirs be? When they were going through that period, I don't know if they're
You're talking of 1,000,000%.
Wow.
Yeah, 1,000,000% plus, which is bad. Because if you wake up, their notes were like 1 million. You buy just a toffee bar in the streets.
Why are countries trying to run away from what's called? They're trying to
De-dollarize.
De-dollarize, yeah. I mean, recently we use Chinese currency, and some people frowned upon it.
Yes.
Some people said it was a brilliant move.
Yeah.
And then we also have this U.S. The dollar barrel oil dollar. Some people are being petrodollar.
Yes.
People are fighting that too, and they seem to be frowned upon. Shouldn't we?
We have to be frowned upon.
Why do you think people are going to de-dollarization?
De-dollarization is okay. It's not a bad move. It's a good move. You're just showing your strength as an economy that you do not need that currency to trade with a partner whom you're interested in, who is also not using dollar. Because the minute you want to buy, what vehicle is American? Ford. I'm a Ford there. You don't say, okay, most of them are coming from South Africa, but it's still an American-based brand. Yeah. The minute you want to import from America, from an American agent or wherever, you need what? Their currency, dollar. They don't care about your kwacha.
So China uses their currency.
Yes. But when they are trading with America, no, they use dollar. You see? So if they want to trade with, and they are the biggest importers and exporters to America. So you see how that scenario works out. And we are the biggest, right now we are very big on importing from China. So we saw it that it's sensible that we do what? We switch to theirs. It's like you go to Nakonde, you want to buy rice. You change your kwacha into shillings so that you buy their rice with that. Because that marketeer will not get your kwacha. You are giving a tough time to go switch it, to exchange it for it.
Most of the battles that the United States has had with China is that they feel like they are fixing their...
They are fixing.
But is it everybody fixing their numbers?
Most countries...
Aren't we now worried that the kwacha is going to go to 15? So we're like, you know what? We need to keep this dollar.
Imagine you have a dollar account, Steve. You expected earning $1,000. By the end of the year, if I switch it to kwacha, it's going to be 100 pin. I'm talking of this hypothetical. Then all of a sudden, dollar, ding, you have 12, you have 50, you have 1,000 kwacha flat. I know you get BP. Yeah. You get BP.
So the government,
because the time it took you to save, you are changing. It was 30 kwacha. You see, you are saving.
Because I remember, like a lot of parents, a lot of our parents, used to have money in the bank, and the bank used to tell them, keep your money in the bank.
Yes.
By the time they tried to get that money, after years and years of waiting, it was worth nothing.
Yes,
if you had 100 kwacha, it was nothing.
That's the
problem. So what mistake was made there?
The mistake that was made there was not theirs. The mistake that was made there was you should have. I know it's not even the bank's fault at all. The banks are regulated by the Bank of Zambia. These guys set the interest rates. That's the monetary rate you mentioned earlier. This is the one that controls how much loan interest you pay. Yeah. So, and this is the tool that is used to control inflation usually. That's why they had to reduce it, to make sure the inflation doesn't go lower than it is. Like, they want to keep things in balance. Because the minute it goes lower, kwacha gets too strong again. So, and it's not good for the economy.
So that means they do actually.
Yes, it's a regulator. It's a regulator. It's like
we're not going to pass it. Is that the same thing China's doing? Like, okay,
China is even the West, or rather the biggest regulator of them all.
Yes.
Because technically, the yuan is supposed to be stronger than the dollar.
But they don't want
it. They don't want it to be. Why? It's that kind. It's a smart move. Like, Steve, you're my boss for life. I've got more money, but you're my boss. I call you Steve. You see, that's the
Steve. I'm the one who's paying.
I'm the one who's paying you. You see, that's the game that China plays.
And why is America so upset about that?
They don't like it. because they have to follow regulations that they created.
But China can do whatever
China,
they want.
they can do whatever they want, and that pisses them off. Like, why do we have? That's why Trump sometimes just comes out like, why do we even have these regulations? What power do I have? I want to change this, and he can't.
We can because they already signed the.
They already
book.
signed those.
So
The
China,
constitution is so strong there. It's not our constitution where the presidents have so much power. You see, that side is different. There's a moment Trump
so
wants
order
to.
disadvantages you.
Yeah.
Having order.
Yes.
It disadvantages you, and
Yeah.
China works with their disorder to advantage themselves.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I don't know who's right there or who's wrong, but I mean, if it works for you,
Keep it.
yeah. So anyway, let's talk about the gross domestic product now.
Yeah.
It's now at 6.4% growth has been projected for our GDP.
Yeah.
What is GDP?
That animal. It's a
Gross
domestic
Maybe we should just break it
product.
down from like gross domestic product.
Yeah. So, how do I define this in the layman? You've seen vehicles. There's that thing you see there, net weight, gross weight. Even taxis, they're just not written, but
Even pay.
even
Salary.
yes, even salary, gross income, gross net income. So the gross is before deductions. When we start now, Steve, what if you buy we deduct your pay?
From a birthday fee.
Yes, you pay and so forth. You registered for insurance, for instance,
cut you
NEMA,
one-
for
one
instance,
Yeah.
and others.
Not for instance, I am rich.
You're registered, you see. Then, so that also gets deducted. I'm sure you let your bank do those payments. You don't go there physically.
Yeah.
You like salary. Watch that withdraw 100 kwacha. You take.
I
to,
just see my
yeah,
pay-
like
pay
just see your
slip, I was
payslip.
like,
Now.
oh, okay.
Yeah, even NAPSA and all those. So
Taking away my
after
weekend.
all that, that's how you get the net pay. So the country also produces. So when we get what the country produces in totality, everything, that's now the gross domestic product.
It was I had an interesting discussion with someone.
Yeah.
They said the gross domestic GDP was 33 billion kwacha
Yes.
for our country.
Yes.
And I said, oh, everyone should be happy. If you divide that into how many people they are, everyone should have like maybe like 1,300 kwacha.
So let's
each.
divide it.
Yeah, but then they said, you know what, the GDP is mostly held by mines,
Yes.
which
It's
is
not-
which can even be 60% of the whole
Not
GDP.
even 60.
Probably even more.
Depending, I don't have the statistics, I haven't looked at them.
Yeah.
But depending on how aggressive the production, because mining has been good this year. The last half of last year, that's when mining
So there's
started.
money.
There's money. Heavy investment has been put in. Investors have come. We've got, and when we sell gold, copper, we get dollars.
Yeah.
So the reserves of the dollars are what are weakening the dollar now, you see? So there's too much dollar.
Yeah.
Like right now the bank is even like, that's why they emphasized, there are messages you got locally, please do transactions in what?
Kwacha.
Yes.
That's why I started. It's now, it was written down.
East was written
A
down.
lot of people who have these lodges, who have these
Yes. Like,
apartments,
I'll give you dollar.
they don't do, they're not allowed to do
Yes.
dollars anymore.
Because, and that's because the dollar is weak now. But if it was strong, I mean,
Everyone will go back
like,
as
no.
a businessman.
Yes, I'm like, please give me dollar.
So what that means is basically, gross domestic product just means how much money is in.
It's the monetary value of what you've produced in totality. Just the monetary value.
In circulation?
Yes, not in circulation. This is like a bumper harvest. You've sold it. You've sold a masakaya maize at 20. Then your neighbor also did each katapa. So when you totalize, you guys, that's your gross domestic product. If you take it to the market.
But if I own 90% of it,
So now,
that means
if
you own
so, if
10%.
if the katapa guy is selling maybe to Ghana or wherever or to Europe that katapa so much that they are making way more than you who's producing in Kandoro, then they are the big contributor. That's what is happening to the mining sector. Mining sector is, yes, like you said, you put it well, 60%, even more. You see, because the year it's not
so
done.
we're scrambling for the 40%.
Yeah, if you have to scramble the 40%, that is divided among the sectors, which is not healthy.
Yeah.
Sectors need to be
Yeah.
working. You know, I always advocate for agriculture. Zambia is super arable land, so much, so fertile.
And we don't even know it.
We don't even
Until
know
we
it.
go to a country that has.
And until we go to a country where we see food is like, you guys, why are you suffering?
Yeah. Food is
If
everywhere.
we never buy, we have maize, we grow it in our backyards.
Yeah.
You see, we don't appreciate the value of our land.
No, we don't.
We don't.
Most of the times
You
we
see,
talk about
Kenyans are coming now to invest here until they're getting deals. We are exporting maize to them.
We've exported how much?
A lot of tons.
A million
Yeah,
tons
imagine.
of
So it's really good.
million tons of maize.
This is, this is good even for you, a farmer who's local now. This is your chance. Just get into commercial. You might just win there. You might get a big win.
So let's talk about what was always I've been talked about, like debt restructuring.
Yeah.
And all the things that have been talked about in our country in the past in terms of money. What is debt restructuring? I know we started with it, but what does it mean for us?
So debt restructuring, basically, you sit on the table with your debtors, a panel of those people with the big qualifications, the big briefcases.
Yeah.
So you discuss, like, okay, you guys, you're owing so much, 30 billion. Kwacha. Oh no, dollars, let's say. You have only paid 2 billion. What's your payment plan, people? You need to pull up your socks. So the creditor is not happy with you. Like, you're not paying him faithfully.
Yeah.
Remember what I said? A policeman can't arrest somebody in Congo. You can't. Don't waste your time taking somebody to the police.
I think I can manage the arrest. What?
I managed the arrest just to make sure, to give you that,
Scare you.
shake you that you were lipida. And that was that. But legally speaking, you can't take you to court. You can take you to court.
Small claims.
You can't take you to small claims.
But you can't be. It's not a criminal.
It's not a criminal offense.
It's a civil.
It's a civil. So that's why sometimes we say, to around for one. You see, when he sees you're taking to the police, they're like, please, no, let me give you something now. You see, you scare him.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to have a record of you slept in a cell or you were handcuffed, taken to
some people are thinking that since we reached that milestone that we're debt free. Is that clear?
No, we are not.
We're not. What does it mean? Just giving us what? Just like you said, like 50 cent.
Yes.
Just giving us
comfortability to
pay.
Yeah.
So we can make some money that can go to other
And
things.
who knows? I'm not saying this as a representative of any institution, but who knows? Even this de-dollarization that we are doing using the yuan to trade, it could be a condition.
Ooh.
Because China is our biggest creditor. And we defaulted their debt mostly. We're still paying debt up to now. Believe me, there's a lot of coins going to pay debt. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying you sit down and make a plan now, like how are you going to do? Okay. I'll be coming. If I see you have a farm, I'll be like, okay, can I send every day? 1 kg, 1 kg. You see? So that's how you're paying me back. Yeah.
And a final word for today. Yeah. Liquidity.
Liquidity.
The kwacha is not that liquid today. The whatever it is. What does that mean?
Liquidity is basically. Are you liquid, Steve, right now?
No.
Why? You don't have any money in your wallet.
No, I have no money in my pockets now.
So you are not liquid. Yeah.
Being liquid is just
just cash.
Able to have cash flow.
Cash flow. Chapa. Basically, it's cash.
All right. So now tell us more about let's talk economics. I mean.
Yeah. So let's talk economics.
Which is basically what you're trying to teach.
Yeah.
Us here today.
So it's a brand that I made. This is the logo. You'll see the logo at some point. Basically, I did economics from my A levels, did it up to my master's degree.
Okay.
And I'm into consultation, so forth. But I saw a loophole. Like I noticed, I came to be at a point. Even my own parents could not understand me when we were talking finance. I could not. Anybody who hasn't studied that line, we could not communicate in terms of money. I could not speak money to them.
Yeah.
I would just, if you are a seller in a grocery shop, I find you, I'll just pay you, give me that. But if I ask you a question, you will not be able to give me an answer that I'll be satisfied with. So I said, no, why can't I share this knowledge with people? So I created a platform, started out as a Facebook page in when I was doing, maybe not say much. If you want the profiles, you have my name. Link me up. I'm all over social media. Just type Let's Talk Economics. I have a website. It's there. Yeah. So I said, let's do it the layman way. It's like discussing medicine, but for people to understand. It's like teaching heart surgery to a 5-year-old.
So do you feel like you're sticking out sometimes in a room? Like when you're having conversations, you feel like when you're in a bus and you're sitting there and people are talking about
Yeah, no, it's actually
don't
I
you
love
turn
that.
around and say,
You know, there are
guys,
moments I
because I've got a master's in what? And
No.
all you're saying is, do people listen to you? Or it's just sounds
people
like
listen
gibberish?
to me when they ask. People listen to me because I love that people listen to me, first of all, because of my consulting gig. And on top of that, I explain it the layman way. Because there's a moment you ask a doctor, what does doxycycline do? Be like, that one does shiny antibodies. It gives you funny terminologies on top of already the hard word.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And doctors do that all the time.
I'm like, yeah, just to confuse us. Instead of just telling, no, this one will help with the pain, this one will help with the cough, this one is just to give you energy, vitamin C.
Yeah.
You don't have energy, you don't feel like eating, your mouth is sour, get vitamin C. You see, if you explain it like that, I'll go there like, nimpora kare. You doctor, nimbamo, you doctor.
Yeah.
Now, boom. So the same. I do that. Like, you have issues with budgetary issues. I can do a debt restructuring for you. If now Ngole, I can sit with you. Like,
I mean, this first quarter,
yes.
as I think it's bills, not in Congo.
Yes, bills. Mostly it's bills.
Yeah.
Bills kill us. And we usually pile them up because you want something good. Already, yeah.
So do we need to make sacrifices as I let you go?
Yeah?
What type of sacrifices do we need to make in this period?
So we have a concept called opportunity cost. Like, always weigh scale of preference. Unnecessary items, try to not spend money on them.
Like what? Like beer?
Beer is unnecessary, yes.
Like
you
shawarmas?
cannot die. Shawarmas are necessary. This is good food, but you can't die without it. Yeah.
Shoes? I love shoes.
Shoes are necessary.
No,
But the
like,
price of...
like 50 pairs of shoes.
50 pairs of shoes, that's overdoing it. That's a balo. Why do you have a bale of shoes? Like, you can take it back to Sokone and make money.
No,
Like,
I
nice.
can actually. Yeah.
So that's
Well,
why I'm
that's it.
saying, if I tell you how many pairs of shoes I have, you will not believe
Please
me.
tell me, I need to hear.
Okay, so you remember you told me, Kapila, come in good shoes. So
Yeah.
I've tried, I think. Somehow. Yeah, I've tried. You complimented my shirt.
Yeah, the shirt.
This is one of the few good shirts that I have. Few.
So you stop liking good stuff.
No, I love good stuff. I wish I could wear Calvin Klein. I wish I could wear Gucci. I wish I could wear LV, Louis Vuitton right now.
Shoes are Gucci.
Yes.
Calvin Klein.
So I wish I could wear those brands. But my budget does not allow me. If I do that, I'll be constraining my budget.
No, I feel you, man. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes vanity will get you
So
into the doldrums.
my mom calls it, so you are living to impress people. Not get what you want. Live within your means.
I get you, man.
Live
Thank you very
within
much,
your means.
Kapila, for joining
man.
us.
Cheers.
And if you have the issues that I have of shoes and maybe wearing Calvin Klein or whatever it is, think about it. Are you having Calvin Klein food? Are you having Gucci lunches? I mean, think about it. Yeah. Is your house a Gucci house? Maybe some of these things are costing you a better future and a better life. So, hey, let's talk economics with Kapila soon on this show. But thanks for joining me. And check out those GDP. Check out all these other things that come up.
No, you forgot
in
per
different
capita.
Per capita.
So the one you did, you divided the gross domestic. We got the everyone can receive a 1 pin 3.
Yeah.
That was per capita income.
Each
person, even a baby, like you, same day.
Oh,
yes,
it's everybody in the house.
Everybody in the house gets a 1 3. Like you get a 1
You
3. You get a 1 3.
All right, anyway, we got to go because we have to do this show in 40 minutes per capita. We out of here. Thanks for joining us on Luna Today.
Yeah.